A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Blue 60! He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
You got three down. Middle.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taylor now returning it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Wait, that 380! Runs the mic. Watch one. Hey, man. What? Alert!
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. 3rd down here.
Wait, that Alabama 380. Record. Spot. No, 66. 450.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
First down, San Francisco.
Wait, 20. Runs the mic. Watch one. Ready? Hey, 66.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 19.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Philip Lindsey, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Let's go. Yellow 80. 2 times. 3 down. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Regular. Oh, here we go. Oh, Bud. Hey, Alabama.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Brady looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there, and it'll bring up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third and long, it's Brady. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Throwing on first down is Brady. They'll find Taylor, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, goal 66.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
36. Slam.
They'll start the drive with Love here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
53. Ready. I got you.
To throw again. Stafford. And he completes it to Hunt. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Pick up the ball.
On first down, here's Love. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. So the false start will back them up 5. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Hey, here we go.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Yeah. Tie that left. All right, 50.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Prater for the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Take right. Hey, you got 3 down.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All day. He's checking.
To throw is Stafford. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for Washington Redskins. First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying the toss play to Love. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
You're not ready.
Play action. Stafford. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
He wants 6-6.
Throwing now is Brady. Open man is Anderson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Let me go.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Brady. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Wait. 34's the mic, 34's the mic. He's coming. Check in, check in. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want Rip. Let's go, hey. Well, Mike, hey, back it.
Again, it's Brady. That one complete to Anderson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Brady. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 12-yard line.
Wait, that Alabama, 380. Right here. We're going to double time. Alert.
Brady now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Crunch. Check 13.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Under 10. 10.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
64. Wait. Nice 57's Mike. 3 buzz. Easy alert. 57's the Mike. 50.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's at the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, check back 34. Back 34. Hey, let go. 72. 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him. Hey, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Wait, 20. I got you. Kill. Go Bandit.
Brady now on 1st down. And Anderson's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go again with Lindsey, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
That's the way. Pick the edge. Come. Back and reload.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, and this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
380. Check 55, Mike. It's a party now. Mike 55. Ozzy. Ozzy. Hey, Delta. Come again. Hey, Alabama.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Charlie. Check back 34.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Check it, reload!
Back to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 17-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch one. Exit. So nice number one. Pick it up.
He's back to throw. Anderson a first down and more. That'll be taken in by Anderson. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Lindsey. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, they go with Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime for Stafford. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Kill, 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 kill.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
He goes, set, waiting. Get three at the mic. Cut, cut, cut.
They'll run it again with Barkley. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Gerald McCoy drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez on for a very important punt here in overtime. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Washington. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down, San Francisco.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. What can Brady do now with his drive? Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he gets this into the hands of Taylor. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Hey, 56. General West. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check in. Check in. Watch the run. Watch the run. That's side, baby. That's baby side. Jugger.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pena now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
32.
Throwing again. Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
40 got.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Put that team on the front. Mike one. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Here we go. Oh, 72.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Wait, that 53.
From midfield, here's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
80 weapons.
On the draw, this is Love. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah,
MEH, man. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.